care. I don't care if I get dropped. There's not going to be... I'm not going the whole race without putting my nose in the wind at least once or twice, and hopefully more. I have no clue. I should, but I don't. So I've got the orange 7-Eleven packed with vitamins, made with real sugar. 50 calories. It's basically water, sugar, and a whole bunch of stuff to make it stay orange. 35 plus needs to be the new master age in Colorado. I need you guys to email the guys at BRAC, and we just need to kind of press it. It's got to be us that does it. Got to be us that demands it, and then they'll make the change. And that would just get more people into the masters area of racing that have no chance against the younger guys, honestly. Very, very few have that chance. So if you start racing, and I feel like a lot of people, you know, are in that second wind of racing around mid to late 30s. Me, I know a lot of other guys that are like 35, 36, and don't want to race because it's too fast and they have no chance. They're just getting spit out the back in Cat 4 for several years until they finally get to Masters. See Dan, so this is like P1-2. These are fast guys. It's awesome they're racing the other way. Oh, thank you for mixing it up. Start lines on the other side. They definitely mixed it all up. That's cool. Game on. Here goes Byron. All in the chase. Nice. Hey everybody, it is the third and final BCO crit here in Golden, Colorado, and right away, some of you may notice the best part of this was they went the opposite direction. Not a big deal, I just think it mixes it up, keeps it a little more interesting, and that's what they do in the normal Wednesday night series. So it was kind of neat to see that they changed not only the direction, but also the start-stop location on the back side of the course before the chicane here. And coming into this race, as I was stating earlier, I really wanted to be on the front or get to the front a little bit, and I definitely did that. I was at or near the front all day. I even sat the first 2 whole laps, and you're going to see here I'm out front for a while before someone finally decides to come around me. And just take a moment, look at these views. Colorado, it's just a beautiful state. It always just amazes me, and I'm so happy to live in Colorado, race here, and be a part of this community. So there goes Troy, first person to really come around me, and I had moved out actually. I was just done. I was looking back, ready to tuck in and take a breather, and so the guys kind of came forward. You can see I bounce around a little bit, but different guys coming to the front on and off. Here I find myself again back on the front, but I didn't mind it through this part. I could pick my lines, go through the chicanes. I feel like I tend to climb a little better, being a lighter guy, lacking that diesel power like Martin there. Coming around, giving me a little bit of a breather, hitting the front there. And it was kind of at this point, we've gotten a little further into the race here. I don't remember if this is 4 laps to go, but then one of the VR7 guys kind of hollers at us as he goes by, so we both jump. And I look back, and of course it created a reaction from everybody, so they were all in our slipstream. And VR7 really had the responsibility. They had most of the guys, or 3 teammates, which is the most, and that guy had been on the front there. Honestly, that VR7 guy there on the right, that should have been his attack. He should have followed that, but it didn't go anywhere, so he just went to the front, kind of set tempo for a little ways to try to reel that guy back in. And that guy in the blue, I'll give him his credit. He made more than one attack and kept it interesting. Here you hear the BR7 guys talking about keeping it steady. They definitely worked together today to try to control the tempo. And here this attack goes, I apologize, I don't know this gentleman's name, but he goes on the outside there. That was really the spot to attack, honestly, with the wind direction and everything like that. Everybody had to match watts, and tailwind you actually had to match watts, so good place to attack. I thought about it. I was actually taking a drink from my bottle when he went, and it's that stupid little orange bottle, and I couldn't get it back in my pocket, so I just sat in. You see again BR7 going to the front. They're kind of taking turns when people weren't really chasing, and the rest of us are staying tucked in. He's looking back here, looking for somebody to go. We're kind of all over the place, bouncing around. Martin goes to the front here to give a little bit of a pull, and then when he sits up, just slows down again. Everybody kind of looking at each other. So right here, I was going to point out, like, this spot, you know, these guys are riding nice, let's be honest. They should hammer this corner all the way. The wind's on your right shoulder, kind of coming from the northeast here off to the right. And they should have just, I rode that left line. I didn't give anybody room when I was on the front, but right there I could easily slot in and catch a draft. And there goes Blue Jersey again. That gentleman's still off the front. He's collected a preem now. But we can see him. That's the bad thing about this course. You can't really get enough separation to be out of sight. Out of sight's huge in racing, and never really can get out of sight on this course. You can easily see all the way across it, even though it's a large course. So right here, we're at the spot again where everybody's kind of doing the attacks, and BR7, he hits it pretty hard here, opens a little gap. I just wanted to be able to go with him if he was going to make a move. We were drawing in on the guy that was broken away, and so a lot of times the best place to attack is when you're making a catch. But he throws the elbow here. I think he just wanted to ensure the catch happened, but I'm not going to the front here. Martin's teammate, I believe his name's Eric. He's a newer guy on physio. I'm not familiar with him, but he came through and continued the pull here, so I just jumped on his wheel. So here we are, BR7 again on the front, having to do the work here. Kind of part of the big team job, and just good organization on their part. Those guys communicated and worked hard today and deserved the win they ended up getting. But you can see he's trying to get me to come through, and I'm blocking. I'm waiting, honestly. I'm not going to come through, and this game of cat and mouse goes on and off for a little while, but his teammate comes through, gives him a little help here, and I'm not going to accelerate with this. I'm kind of sitting here. I see Martin to my right, and I'm like, he'll fill that in for me, so there he goes. Sitting up, taking a breather. Everybody's looking at each other, and this is 3 to go. I misspoke earlier. I think there was 5 to go earlier, but it is coming down to crunch time. But again, nobody wanting to hit the front. You got 3 wide here. People looking at each other, trying to see if anyone's going to do anything. Troy does a little stab, but everybody's right there. Nothing's going to go away. So right here, this is kind of one of my faux pas here. Martin and I both should have moved a little to the inside here. A little break there, and then everybody's wiggling and yelling at each other. That was bad on both of us. Our wheels were overlapped, so. And then here you see Matt shooting up this left side. So that was open all day long. Everybody's going really wide on that corner. The wind's actually off to the left. So Matt's into the wind, but he's just coasting down that backstretch. You can tell here he's not having to work hard, and he just slides into the protected spot. Now the wind's off to the right, and that was open all day. I thought that was pretty funny. The lap counter read 99 laps, but it was actually 2 laps to go here. Of course, you could hear us all just trying to figure it out. So here we are, coming into 1 lap to go. And I've actually just been coasting for a while off the back, but you can still feel the draft, even with this distance. And then right here, I was kind of watching Blue Jersey. He'd been the most active guy, and he didn't look like he wanted to do much here at this point, so I just kind of glided back up into that protected position. Same thing Matt did earlier, basically coming in on this left side. I didn't pedal hardly at all, and then now I'm in the protected position. But right here, with the confusion of the last lap, guys were just really hammering. I don't know if they were hammering because it's the last lap, but I was like, what are they doing? Here we are, last lap. I have to jump out of the saddle, take a couple hard pedal strokes, but everybody slows down, realizing, oh, it's the last lap. And so that momentum I had, I just carried it around the outside and find myself back near the front, tuck in front of Martin here. Kind of felt like I'd like to help Martin out if I can, but then I also got to do what I can for myself here because I haven't had much to speak of. And so here I am, too far forward, but you know what? With the pace and the way it's going, I was happy with my position here. Right here, I'm contemplating what to do. We weren't going real fast, and this corner had been really the best corner to attack off all day, and it's last lap, so I think to myself, you know, what the hell I got to lose? I really don't have a shot on the sprint, so I'm just going to upshift and give it a hell right here. And unfortunately, I do create separation. I do get a gap. Matt was actually real quick to jump up and grab my wheel here. He's coming on pretty hard behind me. And I get some separation here, but at this point, I'm redlining. My eyes are bleeding already from such a weak effort. But Matt comes by me real fast, and he actually holds that gap almost to the end. I think it was Martin that chased him down. And David from VR7, congrats to him, followed Martin's wheel in and then took the sprint for the win there. There goes David. And so congrats to all the guys that won this year. Martin, Matt, David, and then the other guys that got podiums, Ken and some of the other guys there. Good racing. And because I was so far off the back for the finish, I thought I'd hop over to the website here to get the final results. And for some reason, it took a while for the 40 plus to post, but there you have it. David from VR7 actually getting the win there. Martin doing a huge drag race, chasing down Matt, who actually had that gap there for a while and held on for third. Another strong outing. I feel like I kind of misled him on that attack there, but jump over to the 50 plus guys. You got Mr. Still there getting the win, and then down the list here, of course, Troy rounding out third. Congrats to those guys. Jeff in second there. Another good race from the guys there, but he's staying upright and safe. So there you guys have it, the results from the Masters Men's 40 and 50 plus.
Colorado Cycling Crew 2020 crit racing is in the books, all 3 of them. I did terrible. I wasn't last, but I was almost last. That's okay. Go into the off season, really do some training, do some work. I got a lot of work to do. I'm a low end FTP guy. I'm low end everything. Everything. A couple guys made some attacks today that was cool. Thank you guys for at least keeping it interesting. Make me sit there and go, is it gonna go? Should I make a jump for it? You know, I had nothing to offer. I'm happy. I finished on at least an effort note. And yeah, 2021, I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know what the team situation's gonna be, or if I'm gonna even join team. Everybody's so, you know, got their own little groups, and I got mine.